Okay, well, I mean, I know we're here to talk Phoenix, but can we start with the developments around the All Whites coach this morning? New Zealand football well, there's been a whole bunch of stuff about them having a preferred candidate who now looks to have fallen over. Have you got any reaction to what has come out today?
No reaction at all. Was I disappointed not being able to get that role? Yes and no. Was there a better candidate than me? Yes, there was. At the end of the day, and I think New Zealand football made a decision on what they thought was best for them at the time. At the end of the day, it's got nothing to do with me. I was just one of those candidates and was the one that was preferred for that role.
It seems now as though their preferred candidate has rejected their job offer. Would you entertain an approach from New Zealand football now?
For me, I think that ship has sailed, Piney, to be honest, so no.
Did you feel you interviewed well?
Look, I did my best at the end of the day. At the end of the day, for me, it's up to them whether I interviewed well or not for the role. Was there an experienced coach that was better than me for the role? Yes, I believe so, in the candidates. But look, at the end of the day, it's their choice. It's not my decision.
So, if that experienced coach is now not available, you wouldn't, if they made a phone call to say, hey, the landscape's changed, you wouldn't take that call?
Nope.
What was the feedback you got from New Zealand football around why you?
I missed a call, I think, from Andrew on Tuesday, and I received an email that I was the one they were going to go forward with. So that's the feedback that I got.
Yeah, because David Dome said he had spoken to Andrew Pragnell and he mentioned the candidate needed to be based in Auckland. Do you feel like being like a job share arrangement like Ricky Herbert had in the past was the stumbling block there, or hindered your chances of getting the job? Yeah, look, obviously there's certain criteria that they wanted. I think for me it was more the process. I think when I applied for the role, it was more so at the end of the day there was no process in speaking to the club whether this would actually work or wouldn't work at the end of the day. So there was never any talks with either David or our owners whether this role could be shared or it couldn't be shared or it could be done or it couldn't be done. So for me it's more the process than anything else. So at the end of the day, like I said, New Zealand football need to make the best decision for New Zealand football at the end of the day. For me it's more about finding the right guy that can move the game forward itself and enhance it and make it better than what it was. And like I said, for me, I was just a candidate that I put my hand up for that role, and it just didn't pan out the way I would have liked to have. So had you heard that John Herdman was in the running, and did you think, him being a World Cup coach, that he would have been the favourite?
Yeah, obviously he's been there. He's got more experience than me in that role. He's been to a World Cup with Canada. He's been through the qualification process. So obviously he's a step ahead in that position with me. So like I said, there was obviously a better candidate for that role. And I think New Zealand football made the decision on what they think was best for them.
Yeah, you've done a great job with the Phoenix. You're on track for another playoff finish. You are off contract though. Does this hit is this a setback in terms of you not wanting to stay? Is there any chance you would re-sign with the Phoenix beyond this season?
Yeah, look, there's still 12 more games to go, Philip. There's still a lot of water to go under that bridge, and my focus is to finish as best as well we can with Wellington Phoenix. I've been in this situation before where I've been coming off contract, and there's always speculation whether I stay or go, but my focus is with the team. For me, we've got a very important game tomorrow evening against Melbourne Victory that we need to win away from home. So look, like I said, we just take it day by day and game by game, and my focus is with Wellington Phoenix.
There's no Tim Payne in the end. Can you just explain sort of what happened there in terms of this legal challenge to try and get him involved?
Well, I think it's still ongoing at this stage, but I think the Federation has upheld obviously the red card decision, so he won't travel with the group.
Just one more question from us. Has New Zealand football official been in touch with you today at all?
No.
In terms of looking to the game on Friday against Melbourne Victory.
Thank you. Now we shifted focus.
There's 4 away games in a row, and
yes.
Something we spoke to the players yesterday about is, do you think being based overseas and based in Australia for the past 2 years does better prepare you for such a long run of away games? Because it would be quite unusual otherwise.
I think the preparation is important. I think what we do during the week is important. Depends on where we travel and who we play as well is very important. Look, we're going to play Macarthur, then we're going to stay in Sydney, then travel down to Tassie. So for me, the preparation is important to make sure the players are fit and fresh and ready to play these games. Look, obviously being based in Australia for the last 2 seasons can help with the core group. I think I said earlier, I think in the last presser, that I think the boys travel quite well. And at the end of the day, look, it's 11v11, whether you play home or away, you still need to go out there and do a job and win games. So For us, look, it's going to be a tough month for away games, but we'll push the boys as hard as we can to get the best outcome.
And how pivotal of a month is this with the table so congested and playing so many games on the road?
I think the table is so close. I think every game is a big game, every game that we play. So for us, it's very important. We're playing away from home. We try to maximise and get 3 points, but it's also very important that if we can't win games, that we don't lose games and give up 2 points to other teams.
Yeah, and is Finn likely to, by default, go into that starting centre-back role, or is there an alternative option to maybe play Alex Roofer out of position as a centre-back?
Yeah, we tried a couple of things at training this week, and we'll make the decision on game day, Phil, and you'll see the line up there, mate.
So that is an option? Why would he sort of appeal as a defensive option?
Who's that? Finn or Roofer? Roofers played there before. We used him, I think it was last season or the season before in the Melbourne City game, where I think we had 3-4 players wake up with COVID in the morning, so we had to utilise him in that role. So it's nothing different. He's just playing a little bit deeper, and I think he's got the attributes to be able to do that. But look, also Finn is one of our central defenders that did well for us last season. So like I said, we'll make a decision what's best for us on game day.
No injuries or anyone else unavailable?
Just Clay and Scotty are still out at the moment, and other than that, Payne is suspended and everyone else is available.
And in terms of signing another defender, is any progress there? Has you made a decision on what you're going to do there?
We came very close, and then I think it was just a last minute change of thought process from the player. So we're still working towards that, and I think we should have a better picture of where we sit with that once we get back from Melbourne.
New Zealand player?
Yeah, we're looking for a local player, a Kiwi player or an Australian player, but most likely a Kiwi player.
At this stage of the season, just gone halfway, same number of points as you had the 2 seasons you made the playoffs. Do you feel confident that the top 6 is well within your reach?
Look, the aim is to get there at the end, Piney, to make the top 6. Like I said, we take it game by game. We've got a very important game against a good opponent. I think the table can be deceiving at times. I think Melbourne Victory still got some good players, some quality players. I think they've had some moments in games where they've been on top and not capitalised on it. So we need to be wary of that. They're playing at home. I think they're a team that's desperate and have got a lot to play for. So for us, like I said, we take it game by game and we try to maximise and pick up as many points as we can, especially these 4 away games, leading to the back end of the season.
If New Zealand approached you for the coaching job now, would you still be interested?
No.
Did they give you any explanation as to why you had missed out?
I think there was a criteria that was set. I think maybe they spoke to Domi. I think Andrew spoke to Domi about the criteria about being based in Auckland and stuff like that. So look, like I said, I had a missed call from Andrew on that day, but I received the email. But other than that, no.
And you're off contract at the end of this season with the Nets. Are you wanting to stay in Wellington?
Well, we'll see. Like I said, I'm a very ambitious coach. Want to go like players. They have aspirations to go to bigger and better things, but like I said, my focus right now is Wellington Phoenix. Like I said, we've got a very important game tomorrow that we need to win, and there's, like I said, there's a lot of water to go underneath that bridge till the end of the season.
And would you be open to revisiting the New Zealand opportunity at the end of the season?
No.